You are right up my street.
Oh, you can't make me choose.
Igo by Toyota sponsors T4.
Fuck me, Lee Ryan's 13. I remember we couldn't remember the word for table.
This is Your Welcome America, the podcast that explains what the bloody hell Brits are banging on about.
In every episode, we translate British pop culture for America.
And American pop culture for Britain.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Do you know why I stopped?
Why is that?
Suddenly got a ping that was like, your receipt from Apple in my emails. And I was like, I haven't bought anything. It's like, 3 months for Scruff. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I got that earlier. They must be doing the billing. I got a Scruff, my Scruff prescription. Jesus Christ.
Your Scruff prescription.
Listen.
I prescribe you a Scruff. Well, now you've got that moustache.
Listen, full disclosure, everyone. We are recording 2 nights in a row of Drag Race UK. So Ben and I have gone a little mad. I tell you.
Wagon wheel what to see.
It's going to be quite the episode.
Yeah, I've got nothing to tell you really because I saw you so recently.
Oh God, I'm already playing with my hair.
Yeah.
Turning into a mad scientist. Tell you what, this heat.
We're having a heat wave.
We're having a heat wave.
In October the 5th.
Mm-hmm. Now, by the way, speaking of, I mean, now we're just doing business.
Okay.
As I've gone over our life itinerary for the next few days, if we want to talk about that David Beckham documentary, we're going to have to watch it. You know, it's 4 one-hour episodes.
Oh my God.
That'll be Saturday night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Okay.
Now we're not going out.
Great. So everyone, we've got a regular UWA coming your way at some point. So get excited. You what did I call it? You Welcome America main feed?
Yeah, plain.
Original and best.
Full sugar.
Okay. So
Fat.
yeah, we are doing
We call it a fat
full
Coke.
Fat.
Fat Coke.
Now, can I get a full fat Coke? You probably already know because you're listening yesterday. Hopefully, we are recapping Drag Race UK Season 5. This is episode 2. You can watch episodes on UWA Presents Plus or BBC 3.
The iPlayer.
The iPlayer.
This one is called Perfect. Oh, I've got it wrong. I spelt it wrong.
What?
I put Perfest Looks. I think it's Perfect Looks.
Perfect looks.
Oh yeah, I put Fest.
What?
My notes are quite scattered. I'll be honest with you.
Well, mine are better than they were last night. Okay, let's start off. Now, I love the descriptor on the screen. It says, after the non-elimination.
Yeah.
Very good.
Someone from the ether just says, all hail Gina G.
Lovely.
Couldn't agree more. Mm-hmm. And we got confirmation that Kate Butch is actually wearing Heelys. They all sit down and she's like, oh, thank God I can take the weight off these such uncomfortable shoes. And then you see the bottom of them and we're like, oh, we see you in your Heelys.
Well, I mean, it's not the last time in this episode we get a Heelys reference. So, one thing I have noticed, my notes are so weird for this section.
Okay.
Because I don't actually care about the A-plot, as it were. Now, one thing I've been wanting to talk to you about, Vicky. Yeah. She clearly had a piercing below her lip at
Right.
one stage in her life because she's got that hole.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. What is that? What's that officially called? That part, that piercing?
I don't know, but like, what was that called back in the day? This area when you grew like a bit of a
Soul patch?
soul patch
Yeah.
or something teaser or something.
Oh, I think. What?
There was like a gross thing that
Right.
was very heteronormative about if you had a bit of.
I thought that was a moustache reference, which is called like a something tickler.
Oh, I swear, like the stuff under your lip was like to tease the pleasurable part of a woman.
Oh, because it's.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's not. I'm doing some hand gestures.
You're
but
just doing
hand
arrows.
I'm describing kind of some anatomy with my hand.
All I know is.
So I see it's like it's touching.
We don't know.
There. Yeah, I'm not sure.
This is not our biology.
Wagon wheel what to see.
We've got confirmation that Cara did not know the words to Gina G, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because she's from the US.
Yeah, she wasn't here in 1996.
Yep. I've also written, I still don't know who anyone is.
Ooh,
What's that?
just a little bit.
Oh.
That popped into my head and I really had to do it.
How great was the spoken word bit in the live performance? Do you remember that bit?
I don't remember.
So she's got 2 dancers and she goes, hey girls, what can you do for me? Love that bit. Right, what have you got?
So someone, I can't remember, someone does a real producer kind of question and says, so does anyone feel like they kind of misjudged anyone? You know, from their first impressions of them. And Ginger says that she thinks Dee Dee misjudged Alexis. So that is, do you know who anyone I'm talking about is? No. You know who Ginger is?
Yeah.
I'm attracted to Ginger.
Yeah.
So Ginger's saying Dee Dee of the wig that came off. Remember when she was psyching out Polish Alexis in front of the mirror? Kind of saying like...
I think I fast forwarded that bit and then I just let you talk about it in the last episode.
Wow.
Hey girls, what can you do for me?
Okay. And Tamara just kind of tries to put a button on just the talking bit because she says she's got to get out of her bastard broken wings.
Wow.
Bastard.
Yeah, I've just written here, everyone misjudged Alexis, and that was it. They seem like a lovely bunch, don't they?
There was a gorgeous shot of Naomi dancing around in just her breastplate and underpants, just like spinning around in the workroom.
Perfect.
And then the true button of the scene is Cara is prancing around with Vicky saying that they were the top two. And she seems to be wearing pajamas all of a sudden, and she just falls to the ground by accident while she's showing off. And I was like, perfect start.
I'm actually just going to put up the episode in the background because it's helpful for me just having it playing throughout. I did watch it and make lots of notes.
It's funny how bad you are with names, because I think of you as someone who's very good at remembering things like that.
Yeah, Teddy and I were talking about this and the number of people like we've spoken to on apps or met in bars
Right.
and they get pissed off that we don't remember their names and we're like, do you know what? Give us something better.
Wow.
Prove yourself to us.
Aren't you two special?
Yeah, we are.
And the next day...
When someone doesn't remember my name, I'm like, shut up.
Oh my God.
It's true.
I will be popping in a sound clip of something there.
As you know, I have always loved my body just the way it is. My legs are fantastic. I have killer abs. My ass is perfection.
Is this the part we're not gonna like?
So it's the next day. Mm-hmm. The Heelys are still going strong. Kate's wearing them a second day in a row.
Sure, why not?
I said I love Tamara's shirt.
What was it?
I believe she's wearing she's just sticking to this very kind of very 80s Ken kind of patterns and color schemes. And it's this kind of pink and light blue and yellow and white shirt. I think it's got a lot going on it.
Lovely.
Love Tamara. And then there's something interesting happening here. I don't know if you noticed this. So Naomi, as in Naomi Carter of the Jersey voice, she's wearing the full suit version of Dee Dee's confessional look, which is that kind of maroon, that maroon plasticky jacket that we said
Early Spice Girls.
Early Spice Girls looks very non-breathable.
Yeah.
So Naomi in the workroom is wearing the trousers and the jacket
that Dee Dee's wearing
and
in the confessional.
yes, and Dee Dee's wearing just the trousers. So it's like we've got two full suits if you combine the confessional and the two of them together.
Got it. A little mix and match situation going on.
But it's obviously not. They obviously have a set of it each. They obviously just bought it from the same place and then had a conversation about how funny it would be to wear it on the same day.
Where do you think it's from? I was gonna say Zara.
I was gonna say Zara, but no, I don't think they would do that. That's got like some kind of not Boohoo Men, but like something in the Boohoo kind of family.
Definitely.
That's got written all over it.
Definitely.
But I like that Naomi's styled it with nothing underneath.
I love that. Looks great.
She looks really good. She looked like a kind of 90s matador.
Yeah. No, she looks fantastic. We get the room mail, don't we? Oh no! Before we get that, Dee Dee apologizes to Alexis.
Yes.
And I've written it seems genuine.
Yes. I think you get the impression, even with arguments that happen later in this episode, much like with most of the seasons of Drag Race UK, you do feel like everyone's quite pally and nice.
Yeah. Also, Dee Dee in general, I'm like, oh, actually, you're a good person.
Yes, she needs to stop doing American sayings and voices, and I've made notes of them because they're driving me crazy.
Oh, I bet you fucking have. So, should we talk about the room mail?
Yes. Did you write it down? I wrote down 2 words.
Write down the 2 words and I will improv as if I was Rue.
Cat nonsense.
Cat nonsense, okay. Hey, kitty girls.
Yep.
Put your claws away, or maybe get them out and scratch that back, because you got a fur ball in your mouth.
Janet.
Oh, yeah, that was Janet Jackson then. Shit. Was that all right?
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks.
I liked it.
Maybe we can do that every episode. Yeah. We'll just do like an improv game.
Okay.
At this point, it seems like Rue doesn't know, when Rue comes into the workroom, Rue doesn't know who anyone is either.
Yeah. She doesn't know who anyone is anyway, but she's even more confused than normal. And Kate does a good joke at this point.
What's she say?
Because Rue says like, oh, I don't even know who any of you are. And Kate says, I'm Vicky, as in because Vicky won last week.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm the best. I thought that was funny.
Is Rue wearing an earpiece?
Yeah.
So they can be like, Rue, go to Vicky.
Yes.
Go to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's the, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think they give her the names.
Mm-hmm. Side note, we got to talk about Rue's autobiography.
Do we?
So Rue,
Did you watch the video of her announcing it?
yeah, Rue posted a video of her announcing her autobiography.
Was she in that meditation space from her Architectural Digest tour?
Well, she was giving the meditation vibe for sure. And then she's announcing in a very spiritual way her autobiography, which she holds
memoir?
up. Her memoir, sorry, that she holds up. And it's got a picture of her in the front. And I genuinely thought
You're still
the whole video was a joke because the picture in the front is of a man I've never seen before in my life. But I'm not wrong, am I?
No, he looks. It's a very strange photo. It looks like a photoshopped young photo of him, whereas I think it's actually they're trying to say it's a recent picture.
And he's holding it up beside his current face.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about aging or anything. It just looks like a different
Yeah.
person. And that's the picture you've chosen for your memoir, which is a whole product completely about yourself. I'm so confused.
The Brit Crew, one singular Brit Crew member comes in.
Now describe this Brit Crew member to me.
Well, I can't really describe him. I've got my description, which was Woof McGuff, Brit Crew carrying a handbag.
Do you
He's got
think
nice curly hair.
Do you think he looks like a lion?
Yeah, hot lion.
Like a golden-haired, furry lion.
What's happening with the proportions of his briefs? In like the Union Jack pattern,
I see what you're saying.
Did you see what I mean?
It's like a boxer brief.
Yeah, it's like too much fabric.
It reminds me of the shape of the boxer briefs I had to buy in Tesco in Milgai when I
Right.
went home when I lost my luggage.
Right.
Very
or like
that.
the underwear I bought in my teenage years from our local discount store, and they were called Calvin Club. I'm part of Calvin's Club. Loved my Calvin Clubs. So this is Rue telling a game that I didn't understand in description, but then understood when it was happening.
It was like pass the parcel.
So it's called Let the Cat Out of the Bag. And I called that kind of colon nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's pass the parcel, but instead of just opening a thing to see if you get a gift when it stops on you, you have a superlative, like most likely to, and then you have to assign that to another queen. So it's like, but they're all cat pun based, so that you're doing like a hat on top of another hat,
and a
top of
hat,
another
a bag
hat,
and a bag and a bag.
a bag and a bag on top of a hat with like a cat scratching post with another hat on the top of that.
But then it's also confusing because the bag keeps on changing.
Well, it's because each bag it's all inside
Oh,
itself.
Russian doll
It's a
style.
Russian doll, pass the parcel, cat
got it.
pun, superlative game.
Got it.
So
Okay.
they do it to Hey Kitty Girl, which I think is
Makes complete
really
sense. So Kate Butch, she gets hysterical.
Yes.
So who's the funniest queen?
Good. Yes.
So she employs her wheelies.
Heelys.
Heelys.
Wheelers. The Wheelers are from Return to Oz.
Return to Oz, the sequel to Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy is in electric shock therapy.
Yes, and played by Farouja Balk from The Craft. And I can do a good impression of that chicken that's called
do it,
Belinda.
please.
Dorothy! Dorothy!
Great. Okay. Return to Oz is the first thing I'm noting down as an image I will put on the reel I make for this episode.
Has to be that chicken.
Okay. Return to Oz chicken. That might be a
She might be
hard
called
find.
Bettina or Belinda. No, they're the ones from the Muppets.
Yeah. I'm Belinda, mother. I'm Bettina. Whatever. Okay, so we've got really far.
Yes,
So she
she-
gives hysterical, the funniest queen to Banksy.
Yeah. And I like that because she's saying she needs a bit more spotlight on the fact that she is funny because she's a little quieter, but she's more of like a sleeper agent. Next, Dee Dee, it stops on Dee Dee and she gets feral, and it's who is most likely to start a cat fight, and
Yeah.
she picks Kara. I'm just calling her Kara now.
I'm
Same
as
with
well.
Vicky.
Yeah, Kara. And essentially, the idea with Kara is, well, yeah, she's a strong, powerful woman.
Yeah. And then at this point, I just realized what was happening. My note says, "Oh, its bag's getting smaller. That's fun."
You know what? It's funny. Only in the second viewing, I'm like, but why does the bag keep on
Yeah.
changing? I got very confused.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Vicky.
Yes.
She gets banging bod. So who's got the most banging bod?
Cat lethic.
Okay.
Don't miss out on the
Sorry,
puns.
sorry.
Cat. It's really hard to say. Say it.
Catletic. Cathletic.
Yeah, I think it must be cathletic. Oh,
Cathletic.
cathletic.
Hey, girls!
Jesus.
Oh, fucking hell.
That was. So yeah, who's the most banging bod? Who'd you give it to?
Tamara Thomas.
I would have given it to Naomi. I saw that jacket with nothing underneath it.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's got the most banging bod.
Okay. Who's next?
Next is Ginger. She gets perfect, which actually is which Kitty Girl's drag is not as perfect as she thinks.
And who
She gives it to Dee Dee. And that was funny because it gave Rue the chance to call her Dee Delusional.
That was good. My question for this game is, so once you've been given a thing, you can't get another one?
Yes, I think they stepped out of the line, I think.
They don't step
No,
out the
no, no.
line.
What, you can have multiple things given to you, but it can't stop on you multiple times.
Oh,
So
okay.
the people who had stopped on had stepped out of the line.
To be fair, we didn't need to hear the rules, and we didn't hear them, but it was very confusing.
Yeah. I said Dee Dee answers in an American accent. It must stop.
Okay. Then what's next? Finally.
Tamara gets one that just simply says winner. And
As
it says, and Rue says, well, what prize is in your bag? And then they imply that it's a butt plug, but it's a chew toy. She seemed very excited because I think she thought it was a butt plug.
It is a butt plug.
Well,
It's definitely a butt plug.
well, Rue says it's a lucky chew toy, and she's going to find out soon what that means.
Maybe just to get it past the BBC people.
So Rue announces the Maxi Challenge. They have to rescue these pet supplies and transform them into high fashion. Pet shop girls couture. I like that. That's nice.
good.
That's nice.
It's better than my thing, which I've just written. It's a sewing challenge with pet shop crap.
Well, these were literally Rue's words. That
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dee Dee's already very excited. She says, this is right up my alley, which I thought was great.
Interesting she said alley and not street.
Right.
Because in the UK you would say street.
Right, because she's talking American.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, stop it. You're a lovely young lady from Kent, and I like to hear that.
Do we still have in the beginning of Your Welcome America, you're right up my street?
Yeah.
We do. Okay,
I think
there we
so.
go.
So Tamara's winning kind of bonus is that she gets to pre-select one item from the Mountain of Crap, and she gets to pick one friend.
Yeah.
And what happens here?
So she picks Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to have to come back to this later because this is a real C plot throughout the
Yeah.
episode. But she doesn't explain why she picks Dee Dee here, does she? She just goes, I'll pick Dee Dee.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Kara's like, oh, I hope she picks me. I mean, we're housemates.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. She picks Dee Dee.
So we get the... And then I really enjoyed just this kind of very slow, long shot of Dee Dee and Tamara. I just wrote, fanning around at all the crap.
Oh, they
really took their time and just like the two of them just wafting around looking at like lampshades and things.
Meanwhile, look at this image I've just stopped on. Can you describe what's going on in that image?
Banksy and Kara just kind of staring at them with daggers.
I was going to say the word daggers.
With daggers. And Banksy really looks like a kind of gorgeous high elf priestess, but in a French beret.
Yeah.
She's very otherworldly, isn't she?
She loves a thin eyebrow.
Yeah. So this is where I had a little
Snooze?
concern about the BBC. I'm always thinking about it on the American Drag Race, but BBC, especially when it comes to health and safety, how do they get around this moment where everyone just runs at all the crap? Do you think they had to sit down for like 10 different 10-hour-long videos about safety at work?
Yeah. Do you think they got that safety training, the one...
We can't talk about Anthea Turner and the fireworks. We've definitely talked about Anthea Turner and the fireworks before.
Adding that to my list of promo for this episode, Anthea Turner fireworks.
Yeah, and then there's the other one. Is it Lionel Blair who like falls off a stage? There's a couple. And Banksy made me laugh. She said it's the biggest mishmash of shite I've ever seen.
Yeah. Shite.
My next note in all caps is Dee Dee, stop talking in an American accent now.
Hey, girls!
We didn't write down what she said.
Oh, who knows?
There's just a shot of Tamara from behind. She's got a lovely big spot on the back of her neck.
Does she?
Looks really ready to squeeze. Translation, zit.
I also love how
Prime.
you were concerned about them rushing at this mountain of soft things.
It's more about just like clambering over each other. There's a lot of rushing and shoving and pushing. Yeah. Wasn't worried about injury from dog collar.
Well, what's his name in the wheelies? Either help or hindrance.
Heelys.
Heelys. They should be called wheelies, though, shouldn't they?
Right, they should.
Oh, no, maybe it's what's Hot Wheels? Oh, I don't know. Right, okay. What's going on?
Well, so this is actually where we get the reveal that Dee Dee is a literal seamstress and made 3 or 4 of like Crystal Versace's runway outfits for Drag Race for the last season. So that is definitely why Tamara picked her and not Kara, because she's made like gowns that have won challenges on Drag Race. It's smart.
But wait, why would you pick that person?
Because
so they can then help you?
Yeah, because that was the whole point, is that Tamara can't sew, so she knew she had to pick someone who would then pay her back with some sewing favors.
Didn't pick sewing favors.
Yeah, so she knew that she'd get like expert help from Dee Dee, basically.
Did not pick up on that in the slightest. Thank you. Maybe I went out the room. I don't know. Maybe I think I got a snack.
I will say my notes are quite... It's just a lot of description of people sewing for the next however long.
Yeah.
A lot of fabric chat.
A lot of fabric chat. Ginger says that she makes almost everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, what a relief. I trust her.
Yeah.
I've then written here, Naomi Carter shirtless, Miss Naomi Carter, which you referenced before. Cara went to fashion school.
Yeah. London. She went to...
No, not
LCF. What's the other one?
No, she went to LCF. Central St. Martin's.
Oh, yeah, no, she definitely said LCF. I
LCF.
would have remembered Central St. Martin's. There's a great, I'm not sure what context, but Banksy hits two of the greatest UK reality show phrases in her confessional. She says the term comfort zone and says at the end of the day.
Oh, I totally was hearing about the end of the day.
Really solid.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Comfort zone and at the end of the day, it just couldn't be more UK.
Is Comfort Zone UK?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just something that's said on reality TV a lot. And maybe I'm just thinking about it in reference to all the stuff I watched growing up, but I feel like everyone's always talking about getting out of their comfort zone.
Had not picked up on that. But yeah, at the end of the day, I hadn't picked up on that. Anything else before we get our guest and our walk around?
Well, I said, I think it was just Tamara was just literally just talking. And I said, I would watch Tamara do anything. Go to the shops, pay her bills, get on the bus. I like truly, to me, she's as captivating as I found Danny Beard last series, where I just thought, the moment she starts talking, I like rest myself back and think, I'm like, oh, what's she going to say? Really, like, she's a star. So Rue comes in with a special guest. Who is it?
It's Edward Enninful, who is the outgoing editor of British Vogue.
Yeah.
There's hot goss that he's going to take over from Anna Wintour.
Yeah. First black British Vogue editor in history.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's having...
That's a really solid booking. It's
fucking
fantastic.
Amazing. It's like booking Anna Wintour, but more relevant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of
a cooler Anna Wintour.
Oh my God, imagine Anna Wintour walking around.
It would it would be the best thing ever on a design challenge.
You'd have to have her in sunglasses holding a giant coffee.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Okay, so Edward Enninful comes in with his dog, Rue.
Yeah. He's wearing a lovely pink fluffy jumper.
Yeah.
What type of dog is that?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a Chihuahua, so I don't give a shit.
So the queens come up in pairs for their chat with Rue and Edward.
Rue and Ed.
Rue and Ed. So first up is Alexis St. Pete, or Alexis St. Teat, as Jimbo called her last week, which I couldn't stop laughing at. And Kate Butch.
Yeah. So Alexis describes herself as a dancing queen. And so she's done like a sketch that has a kind of like clown face on it. I got an idea.
Yeah.
If I was in the show,
yeah,
I would do the shittest sketch of all time.
Right.
And show it like as a joke. And then be like, only joking, here's my real sketch.
I think someone has done that.
Damn it.
I swear someone showed Rue a stick figure.
Oh, that damn it.
I swear someone has done that. Maybe I dreamt it, but I swear someone has showed a stick figure before.
Oh, that's really good.
Someone's stolen your ideas already.
Edward says to Alexis, just make sure you have fun. And then the other one, who's the other guy?
Kate Butch.
Oh yeah, I've just written librarian.
Yeah.
What's going on with Kate?
Kate is going for a collage of animal furs, and they keep doing so she starts doing a couple of kind of 101 Dalmatian jokes, and they keep doing cutaways of Rue the dog, where Rue's going, ooh.
Yeah.
They did it a couple of times, and it was effective, and I liked it.
Good. And Kate's wearing a kind of fluffy fleece as well for this situation.
Yes. There's a couple of fluffy fleeces in this episode in the workroom. They look really, really comfy.
Yeah.
They're the exact, speaking of where I bought my Calvin Club underwear from, they're the exact fleeces that were sold in that strange discount store that I used to go to with my mum.
Oh, really?
It's called Latham's. Yeah. Some real weird stuff available in Latham's. My mum actually messaged me just the other day and said, just come back from Latham's.
What did she get?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to ask her on a video call to show me her wares from Latham's.
her Latham's haul.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, who have we got? We've got Banksy and we've got...
It's Banksy, Dee Dee, and Michael.
Michael Maruli.
I know. I feel like they're desperately trying to do Michael Maruli's name as like a kind of a New York Italian gangster is what Michelle and Rue like.
In the end.
We will not give up. It's Michael Maruli.
Michael Maruli. Gran Canaria.
Canaria.
It's got always Canaria.
But I just was laughing at looking at my thing. Banksy, Dee Dee, and Michael.
I know.
Banksy describes their idea, I think, almost just pitch perfect. She says, I'm going to do something cool, ready to wear, but on acid. And I was like, yeah,
Done.
that couldn't be clearer and better.
Done. And I think their advice to Banksy is just really just know your body and dress for your body. Sure, fine, great.
And then I wanted just to not get into it, but
Okay.
I love Banksy's interview look. I felt like I really settled into it this week.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's like very kind of non-binary pirate wench, glamour French, vampire.
Works at an independent bookstore that also has an area that we can get nice coffee.
Yeah, and also maybe has like a witch kind of altar at the back.
They've got like the independent bookstore right beside me. They have
Yeah.
like a witchy Saturday and
Yeah.
they do tarot card reading and stuff.
But I imagine Banksy truly is like that woman in the craft that takes her behind the curtain and has like a full altar with like a rippling floor behind it as well.
Nice.
And maybe a vampire's lair as well.
Sure.
All of that in one look is really successful.
Wow, that's a lot of reference points.
Yeah, she evoked a lot from me.
Okay, what else have we got? Michael Maruli is going to be doing like a Grace Jones moment. And then he's clever. He asks for advice.
Yes, the
So
first
he's
one
like-
we see to ask for
He's
advice.
like, so I'm going to do a train, but what do you think about that and how big? And Edward's like, Eddie Enninful's just like, go big or go home.
Yeah.
So, okay, got it. I'm like, clever, ask for advice. Good idea.
Yeah, then Dee Dee shows a drawing that looks nothing like her final idea, and it's all involves kind of chains draped off of her body. Mm-hmm. And that's definitely not what we saw in the final product.
Yeah. well, Edward's advice to that is just make sure it's not too heavy.
Yeah. Next is Love of My Life Ginger and Naomi, other Love of My Life actually.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they follow in Michael's footsteps, and they both ask Edward for advice, which I think is smart.
Yeah, Naomi asks about lining, if, like the skirt or something.
Yeah.
Will it need a lining? He's like, yes.
Which is funny when you think about what she walks down the runway in.
I know. They say to Ginger, just don't go into costume territory.
Yeah.
And then I love Miss Naomi Carter is obsessed with Naomi Campbell. Rue
Yeah.
says, oh, Edward's best mate's Naomi Campbell. Do you want to pass on a message to Namcam? Which is pretty fun.
Yeah, and she sends on the sweetest yet blandest message that you could ever send to Naomi Campbell.
What message would you send Naomi Campbell?
I'd say you could throw a BlackBerry at my head any day, bitch.
Oh my god, we are so on the same page. I would, because my message
Yeah.
was going to be, can you just tell Naomi that when we do eventually meet, could you not throw a phone at my head? Thank you. I feel like they would have loved that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, missed opportunity. Right, up next we've got Cara and Tamara.
Tamara and Cara.
Tamara and Cara and Tamara.
Despite the kind of tension in this scene, I think Tamara continued to be a star both in her interview and with Rue.
Because what happens is, well, Cara talks about her look. It's a parrot look. She went to LCF. And they're saying, just make sure, well, Rue's saying, make sure you can move. Because in the lip sync last week, she couldn't really move.
Yeah.
And then Tamara, essentially, they reference the fact that they are housemates.
Yeah.
And what happens?
Well, the reason I'm laughing is because Rue says, Tamara. And Tamara goes, yes, babes. Just simply says yes, babes to RuPaul, which made me laugh. And then, she says, why didn't you pick Cara? Because you guys are housemates and you know that she can, you know what she can do. And she says, well, I didn't pick Tamara because I've never seen her sew an outfit. I've never seen what she can produce, basically. And Cara, quite rightly, is like, yeah, you have. And she's like, well, you describe it to me. She's like, I will not describe my outfits to you.
Yeah. It comes across, it's a very, in terms of Tamara, it's just a very kind of messy moment.
Yeah.
And I think in general, Cara is very professional and
Yes.
slick, and Tamara isn't.
Yeah, she's kind of messy and yeah.
And Tamara kind of plays that up 'cause she thinks it's fun.
Yeah.
But then you're standing across from Rue and the editor of Vogue.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, this is not really the place.
She really could have nipped that in the bud much easier, couldn't she?
Yeah.
So Rue kind of gathers them all together and announces that the special guest judge is going to be Yasmin Finney from Heartstopper.
Yeah, we'll get into
And
her
then
later.
Kate says, oh, she's going to be in Doctor Who. And again, I wrote SOS because everyone knows you and I do not like talking about Doctor Who on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We said that in the very first episode back in the day, we started off with us saying that we do not talk about Doctor Who.
We do not talk about, we talk about Billie Piper.
Yes.
Is there anything else Doctor Who? Oh, Kylie. Kylie was in it once, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Thank you.
So we've got more sewing. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, okay, so they fuck off out of the workroom, don't they? More sewing.
My notes I've got very clipped at this point.
Emily St. Clair, she's changed her mind. She's going to be doing a
Who?
gown.
Wagon wheel Watusi.
Emily St. Clair, know what's her name? What's her name?
Emily in Paris.
Emily in Paris. What's her name?
Emily in Poland.
Emily in Poland. Poland St. Clair. What's her name?
Alexis St. Pete.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, look, she goes at the end of the episode, so she's got no chance. She's changed her mind. She's doing a gown. Vicky and Michael, they're very much like old buds, the way they're acting together. Vicky's made a sun hat. What?
I didn't finish this episode.
What do you mean?
I didn't finish this episode. I watched the winner and then I didn't watch the lip sync.
What do you mean you didn't watch? So what did you watch?
I watched all the way up until them announcing the winner and then I just turned it off.
Yeah, but that's all you need.
No, but I didn't watch who got eliminated.
Oh, well, it's going to be a fun surprise.
Well, you just said it.
I just told you. I did notice, because we're now sharing a UWA Presents Plus thing. I was like, oh, you watched up to that point.
That's so nuts. I completely, as soon as you said that, I was like, what? Anyway.
Okay, Kate is talking to a horse.
Yep. Kate and Banksy are having a lot of fun with this big plastic horse.
Let's get into the meat. So, Cara and Tamara, they talk about what happened in front of Eddie.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah. She says, Cara is just could not be clearer about how she feels about it. She says, you undermined me in front of the Vogue editor and RuPaul, and I'm mad at you. And Tamara, again, instead of just saying, I'm really sorry, she kind of is a bit like, oh, I'm sorry you feel like that, which is the housewives apology.
Yeah.
It's the housewives non-apology. So
yeah,
she kind of fucks it up a little bit more.
Because Tamara was saying, I felt undermined. And Tamara, as I said earlier, she was just trying to be funny. And
yeah.
It just...
She needs to acknowledge that she was trying to be funny and it flopped and that she's sorry. That's all she needs to say.
And this is the point where Dee Dee tries to mediate. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, Dee Dee is a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's nice. She's just a little young and kind of... If we were in our early 20s, I feel like I would talk like that, you know? I'm just talking about the American thing that's really annoying me. I just wrote, I continue to love Cara's magician silk blazer in her interview. Mm-hmm. It's growing on me with every time I see it even more. The outfit is just nuts.
Again, professional.
Yeah, she looks like a professional magician. Again, a bit like Banksy meets Dracula. It's like Dracula's turn to magic. That kind of black polo neck with the silk. I love it. So... They're kind of just about wrapping, or they're arguing, and actually Ginger says, oh, imagine what it's like when they have to take the bins out. I thought that was funny.
The bins.
Take the bins out. And then we just get a stress montage.
Sure. Let's get into Elimination Day, where we have a funky 80s sitcom sting.
Yeah.
Did you make note of that?
Yeah. Some wild music choice at that point. Kind of jarring.
Yeah. My notes here are really bare thin.
Alexis is doing a fish funeral. Lovely. Banksy is confident.
I've just written the one from Doncaster. Uh-oh. I don't remember her name.
Naomi Carter.
Naomi Carter. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great shot of Cara. Cara's talking to Naomi about the look, and she just says, well, Cara's saying, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew with my look. And then Naomi says, well, I've had to redo my idea because it's a fucking nightmare. And then Cara's just staring at the outfit, like, out of the corner of her eye, while, like, Naomi's going, I think he'll be okay. And she just, what does she say to her? Cara says, it's not good, baby girl. It's not good.
Ginger is downplaying, kind of, she's saying that she's nervous and blah, blah, blah. She's bitten off more than she can chew. It's like downplaying, but knowing you're going to be good.
She did do that.
What'd she
topless.
Do? What'd she do?
She was wearing like shorts and half a corset and was topless and talking to the other queens, and I was really into that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you know, I love Ginger. I will say, just there was a really quick flash of just this moment where Alexis, what did you call her? Blair St. Clair? Emily St. Clair in Paris, where she was like playing around with that veil idea that she was going to do, but it was such a quick shot that they just showed, it was actually like a flash, almost like a ghost, and it was just her with this veil over her face kind of going, ooh, which made me laugh. Dee Dee's in a fleece.
Yeah. I've written again, Dee Dee's nice. Someone's saying to old yellow hair in confessionals Lego, who's that?
Tamara.
Someone's saying to Tamara, just be careful, you don't want your outfit to be wearing you.
Yeah, that's Dee Dee says that.
That's Dee Dee saying, and that's a very fair comment.
Yeah.
And then Tamara's like, she doesn't really accept the comment, she makes jokes out of it.
Yeah.
Like, no, someone's giving you good advice.
Yeah, I said Dee Dee's very confident, and then I said, what's wrong with being confident?
Is that on our
songs to swing your arms to? Have you listened to Demi's album of the re-release of all of that kind of the rock covers?
I've heard
the
some
cover
of them.
of Confident is really fun.
Is it?
Yeah, because that song's already kind of a wall of noise, and then it's just like a rock wall of noise. That whole thing is very Rock Week on X Factor.
It's good though.
Yeah, I
It
had to
works.
skip through and I was like, these are great.
How does this scene end?
I can't remember because my final note is I would happily drink 1,000 shots with Tamara.
Oh fucking hell!
I think that if I could maybe get an IV beforehand and know that I could be put into a medically induced coma because I'm like double her age, I really feel like I would love to just have like a really wild night out with Tamara and maybe Naomi, the two of them, so Doncaster and Legohead.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like it would kill me and I would be dead. But in the moments before I died, I feel like that my last memories would be like a flashing merry-go-round of the two of them laughing with their big voices and us all doing shots of like, I don't know, I want to do like a Jaeger bomb with them, you know?
For some reason, you saying all of that, my head went to a flashback of London. Do you remember, what was that bar? Like the one bar in Soho that I liked, and it was downstairs and had all the Barbies hanging from the ceiling. Do you remember that bar?
The Friendly Society?
Friendly Society.
Yeah.
I wonder if that still exists. But I remember being there and someone brought, I can't remember who I was with, but someone bought us absinthe shots.
Oh, yikes.
And I kid you not, that's the last memory I have of that night.
It's just gone. Lights out.
Yeah, because absinthe shots. Why the fuck would someone do that? Should we see if it's... right, do you think it's still open?
Yes.
Okay, Friendly Society, London. It is...
Is it like a Soho Gyms now? Something really sad.
a burger place, like
Yeah.
GBK. Friendly Society, let's look. It's still there. So this scene ends with a lovely shot of a glue gun.
Yes.
And there's just a little drip of glue.
Doing a lovely pre-gun.
Now, have I ever told...
That was good.
I had a glue gun back in the day.
Right.
Did I ever tell you about my mini sander?
No, I didn't know you had a mini sander. What were you using that for?
My gran bought me for Christmas one year a real like gay coded gift, which was a mini sander with detachable heads.
Okay.
And you could like sand down different things.
But what were you meant to be sanding down?
Well, I just like doing like house stuff, like home
Right,
improvement
okay.
and interior stuff.
Right, okay, I see. Now I understand.
Yeah.
I was like, she was expecting you to like whittle your own dildos or something.
What? No.
Should we go to the main stage?
Let's do it.
So Rue and the guest judge Yasmin are wearing kind of a not sibling outfits, but maybe like distant cousin outfits. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that, but
Yeah.
I will say that Rue's look quite bulky.
Yeah.
It's like she's wearing a Kylie bedazzled showgirl outfit, and then she's at the last minute going, "Oh no, I can't," and she's putting a black cloak or
Yeah.
something. It's very strange.
Yeah, she grabbed those drapes from Club. What was it called? Club Tickety Boo from last week. She grabbed a drape on her way past, just snatched it off one of the. What's it called? Rod and drape.
Oh god.
Yeah, and she's doing. Hers has got kind of a disco ball bursting out of her chest, and then the guest judge has two disco balls, like one on each tit.
Yes, that's
Tit.
right. Who else have we got in the panel?
We've got Michelle Visage, obviously, and then we've got Graham.
Graham.
100 grams.
Now, Rue asks Graham, do you ever bring your dogs to set? And he has like an okay answer that isn't that funny, but
Yeah.
I've got a better one. So do you want to ask me as if I'm...
Hey, Graham, do you ever bring your dogs to set?
No, but I think it's great that you bring Michelle to set. That's better, isn't it? Like a Michelle dog joke.
Yeah, lovely.
So Yasmin Finney, let's talk about her.
Also, it's worth noting, I did see a comment somewhere once where someone had to correct someone else because they thought that we genuinely thought his name was Graham. We do know it's Graham.
Yeah.
I saw that on Discord, I think. Someone had to step in and say they know it's Graham.
Oh,
They're
right.
just saying Graham.
Okay, Graham.
Yeah.
Like a graham cracker.
Yeah.
So Yasmin Finney, let's discuss.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Nothing.
I'll tell you something.
Did I look anything up? No, I didn't. Didn't even finish the episode.
Do you know what year she was born?
2017.
2003.
Yes, I need glasses and I am not ashamed. I have a sexy young man who loves to fuck me and I'm fabulous.
Oh, Jesus Louises.
It's like, wowzers.
Good for her.
Yeah, she does some Netflix shows that I've never watched. And
Heartstopper.
Yeah. Never even heard of that show.
You haven't? You don't? What? That was like a huge phenomenon.
Was it?
I didn't watch it, but I still know what it is. Yeah. It's those two young homos in love at school. Kit something.
Harrington?
It's definitely not
Not
starring
Kit
Kit Harrington.
I don't remember this at all.
Wow.
You know I'm homophobic.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch it for the same reason. I don't want to watch people at school falling in love. It's disgusting.
So we just get jealous.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
We weren't allowed.
Yeah. Yasmin makes a terrible joke about keeping a Tamagotchi alive. And I said, roof stoof. rough
yeah,
stuff.
I know. But she's good. She's got some good bits and pieces later on.
Yeah, she's very positive.
She's very positive.
I like what she came with. So we've got the looks. The queens are going to come down the runway in their pet supply outfits, pet shop girls.
All right, pet.
You're right, pet.
That should have been the name of the thing.
First up, we got Kate Butch.
She's doing like a fur everything look.
Yeah.
Different kinds of fur
cool.
all put together. A little bit cave woman.
Yeah, kind of a 50s. She's doing like a 50s silhouette. It's a 50s cave woman, and she's got a really fun shopping trolley. One of those UK, those fabric shopping trolleys with a little tiger in it. I liked this. Like, I thought she looked great.
Yeah. Who got next?
Banksy.
Banksy Bananas.
She looked fantastic. And
She's
I
good.
love when she was talking about her references. She said, I'm doing a Chanel 2000s like runway look, but it's also inspired by Trixie Mattel and Dakota Schiffer from last season or the season before, whenever Dakota was on.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, because she did have a very Dakota Schiffer vibe. Who is next? Cara?
It's Cara.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is wearing a parrot-inspired look. She's got a parrot on her shoulder, and she's got like parrot colors. The top half has feathers. The bottom half kind of looks like one of those blue bags from IKEA. And
wave.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I wrote, sure, fine, whatever.
I have written, it's not LCF.
No.
It's fine. It's whatever. It's a little unfinished. You see some gaps and things going on, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Next is Ginger. She's got big kind of punky hair.
Yeah.
And this pink kind of leopard print, but almost kind of PVC material. It's really fun.
I think it's a great look. She references Gem and the holograms.
Yep. Graham references Toya. Which just made me laugh. So
Toya.
specific.
I love this look a lot.
Yeah.
Did you watch that video I sent you about Maxie's World?
Yes.
Pretty interesting. Love that. Because Gem and the Holograms was
Yeah.
originally created, and Mattel caught wind of it. So they were like, shit. So they did a fast turnaround of Barbie for Barbie and the Rockers,
Right.
which they managed to get out before Gem and the Holograms, and then it tanked Gem and the Holograms. History for you people.
That evil corporation, the Barbie corporation. Next is Alexis. She's doing her fish funeral look. It's kind of a fishnet dress, which I think would look kind of knitted. And she's made a veil, and she's got a fish bowl with her dead fish inside of it.
Yeah.
I thought this was fun and silly.
Fun, she sells it, she goes for it,
Yeah.
good for her.
They give her a lot of sound effects as well. They keep putting like a funeral bell tolling, like a church bell. It's like
Yes.
dong. They keep putting that in for her as well, which sounds really good.
Next up, we have Miss Naomi Carter. She says, I don't know what I'm serving right now, but it's something in my body.
And she says, and I look shit. She finished it with, and I look shit. And I look shit.
It's very your gal Tia Coffee back in the
Yeah,
day.
really
She's
funny.
like, I'm serving a mediocre look, or whatever she said.
It's really, really funny. She's got an amazing long braided wig on, like really long, kind of bright orange braided wig, which looks really good. And yeah, it's just, she's got so much pizzazz.
Yeah.
that she's selling an absolute terrible outfit.
She got grills in, she's doing it. Yeah, good for her.
So next is Dee Dee. She's doing a kind of matching, she's got a little stuffed dog that's wearing she's made a coat that matches her outfit, this kind of black and white. She's kind of doing like almost like a Upper East Side kind of New York power lady, maybe 80s power lady.
Yeah, slight Cruella de Vil element to it.
Looks really good.
It does look really good. I don't like it. But it does look
Let
really
me
good.
tell you something. My exact note is, this looks really good and I don't like it.
We don't even have the same taste. And yet, here we are.
Yeah.
They reference later how good her makeup is, and it is fucking fantastic.
Tamara, next up is my girl Tamara. She's transformed away from Kyle Richards. I think in this one, she looks like a mixture of Paris Hilton and Sonia Morgan from The Real Housewives of New York.
She absolutely sells this outfit.
Yeah.
She goes for it. It's yellow and pink. They talk about it later, but the colors are great. The
Yeah.
shape is really good. It is one of those outfits that it moves separately to her in one block
Yes.
of a thing.
It's almost like she's inside of like a cloud, that she's just kind of the shape of a cloud around her, and she's just kind of moving around the stage in it.
Yeah. It's just great.
Yeah. Next up is Michael Maruli.
Michael Maruli, I've written pretty good.
Yeah, I wrote the almost the exact same note. I said, she looks great, and I don't like it.
I don't hate this.
I think she looks fantastic. I just don't. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But that's just a personal taste thing rather than I think she looks fantastic, and she made an amazing outfit considering she says she doesn't really know how to sew.
Yeah, good for
I'm not sure
her.
I believe that because that looked pretty well sewn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at it again.
And
Sure.
then next up we have
Vicky. Vicky's done like a pink star look that's essentially a corset and a hat with a little bit of fabric at the bottom. It's fine.
I was impressed with the corset. I thought the corset looked... Oh, hang on. She just stuck that to a corset.
You were like...
I was like, wow, she made a corset.
She's like constructed a corset.
Yeah, I literally wrote, she made a corset and a hat. Wow, I'm really impressed. God, I'm stupid. I wasn't on the ball today at all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't... Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know who wins. My notes stop at untucked. Oh, how fun. You're going to reveal everything to me.
Oh, God. Okay, so safe are Michael, Vicky, and... I don't know the other person who's safe. Ginger.
I was going to say, I do have those notes.
Ginger. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And Ginger Johnson.
Yeah.
So they're safe, the three of them. So then...
Kate, Ginger, Michael, and Vicky.
Should we do the critiques?
Yeah.
We'll whip through them.
Yeah. Michelle was blown away by Banksy. Loved her look. Graham says it's well finished and well put together.
Yeah. One to watch.
Yeah.
Cara. Well, I'm also giving their critiques to their face as well.
Yeah.
So because Banksy also talks about how she makes a joke about how long her legs are, and she talks about finding them in a skip, which is funny if you're British, but not if you're American, because Rue just didn't understand what a skip was.
Yes. But she still laughed because she understood the cadence of the joke.
Yes, exactly. So next up is Cara, our celeb judge, whose name is... Yasmin. She says... Fucking hell. She is very impressed with Tamara's beat. And... What?
You're just burping in the middle of talking.
I didn't burp. I didn't really...
We are off the rails.
Leave that in if you want, because I didn't burp, okay? What else did they say about her? Oh, they were just very upset with the blue skirt, weren't they?
Unfinished is the word du jour.
Who's next?
Alexis. Emily St. Paul, Minnesota is next. And Graham uses the line that was in the trailer, the kind of trailer for next week, which was, well, now we know what to wear to your fish's funeral, which I really liked.
Right. Rue loved that joke.
Michelle liked the story, not the slit. And Yasmin loves the slit.
Yeah, I if I was in the panel, I would have said my problem with the slit is it wasn't high enough.
Yeah.
And Rue references a wonky neckline.
Yeah.
Wonky.
Dead wonky.
Up next is Miss Naomi Carter.
Yeah.
Essentially, they were like, you had fun.
Yeah. And then Rue goes on her wonderful kind of merry-go-round of insanity where she just says, it was rotten. And almost so right. It was so wrong, it was almost right. And, and then she's like, but don't think for a second it was right.
Yeah.
You looked rotten.
Yeah.
That was really fun. And Naomi had to take her grills out to talk, which was really funny.
You can tell they just really like her.
Yeah, she's just like, she's all good.
Who's next?
Dee Dee. Michelle was very pleased with the look. Graham called her a rich bitch and her bitch. And Yasmin said it was her favourite look. And then I just have the word severe. I don't know who that went to.
And she can really paint.
Yeah.
I think someone says that.
Yeah.
And it's true.
You can see the family resemblance, but still different to Crystal Versace.
Correct.
That she doesn't have the same makeup as Crystal Versace at all, but it's very like kind of cartoon bomb exploded in the face makeup. I love it. All high and tight.
And then finalement, it's Tamara.
Yes.
They're saying it shouldn't work. It's textbook wrong, but it does.
Yeah.
And they talk about the colors in particular. And later, I think Michelle talks about just the shape as well with the two feathers. And here, Rue asks, no, had a disagreement earlier with your pal over there. Shall we continue this disagreement?
Yeah.
Essentially. And Tamara takes this opportunity to properly apologize to Cara. And
Yeah.
Cara says that she reacted strongly and everything's fine.
Gracious. That's the word for Cara there. Very gracious. Very gracious. Rue says you look like Demi Moore. I was like, yeah.
So safe. Do you know who's safe?
Yeah. It's back in Untucked. It's Kate, Ginger, Michael, and Vicky. So they're back in Untucked. There's some very strange music that takes us back to Untucked. And I can't remember what it was, but I know it was jarring.
Yeah.
Another weird choice.
Ginger says that she's kind of joking, but she says she's a bit furious that she wasn't the top. And I agree.
Yeah, she says that Ginger and Kate should have been in the top. And I think so, yeah. I think Ginger over Kate, but I actually liked Kate's look as well. I thought it was pretty good. It was the fur, all the different patches of fur.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good.
That was good.
Yeah. Tamara says the word gobsmacked when she comes back in, which I thought was a great word.
Gobsmacked.
Banksy's emotional and overwhelmed. Alexis starts crying, and I just said she looks gorgeous while she's crying. And then I said, this is what I said, I want to do shots with Naomi and Tamara and then probably die. And then Cara gets very upset and starts crying. And do you see Banksy handed her one of her hankies from her outfit?
Well, that's
She
good.
like ripped it off and gave it to her to cry into.
Nah.
And that's the end of my notes. That was the end of the episode, everyone. Thanks for joining us. If you want to watch... Oh, what's going to happen now?
What's going to happen now? So
Who wins?
Back in the main stage.
Now I'm just going to listen to you and look at you like this.
I've purposely left some gaps here because I thought Fraser will know. So safe is...
Yeah. Name them.
Is Cara's safe. And then Banksy's the winner.
Great. Very happy with that. So that means we've got Alexis, Naomi, Dee Dee, and Tamara left to be placed somewhere.
Dee Dee and Tamara are safe. So Naomi and Alexis.
Oh, good.
So you didn't watch this?
No, I don't know what the song is or anything.
Oh,
Should we watch it?
Good song.
Should I watch it? Okay, so I just watched the lip sync for the first time. Wow, Naomi Carter's really fun.
Yeah, she
did a really good job.
She does a great job with her hair.
Yeah, she used the hair really perfectly. She also did the thing that you do see a lot on Drag Race UK, where I don't think Drag Race UK is very much about like acrobatics and splits and dips and whatever they call it, shablams and all that stuff. I think there's a lot more performance stuff with them, and I felt like she did a lot of just singing the song in a way that was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, just, it made me think I would happily go and watch her do a show and then go on that night out with her and Tamara afterwards and do 1,000 shots and die.
Got it.
She was great. Poor old Emily St. Paris getting her dress caught in her heels, showing off her vagina.
And it's a shame because Emily St. Paris, she's a good mover.
Yeah.
And she does stuff, just some fun floor work, whatever, but... Yeah.
She got scuppered by that dress, didn't she?
It looked like a sore jump,
yeah.
didn't it? So, who wins?
Wins the lip sync. Well, it's Naomi Carter.
It is Naomi Carter. And after she goes, thank you so bloody much. I fucking love you.
She's a goddamn star.
Yeah.
What's coming up next week?
Next week is the girl group challenge.
Ooh, fun.
And they're all going fucking crazy. Your gal Ginger, she's like, I don't really fit in a girl group.
Uh-oh.
And the celeb judge is Sophie Ellis Bextor.
Oh, dreams can come
solid.
true. What solid...
The most solid booking. That name's been moved around every season. Well, if we've got a gap, we'll just call up Soph.
She's a great judge. Yeah, you're so right. She's been on that board for a while.
What? That booking board. What Sophie Ellis Bextor song is it going to be?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, I'm going to do a curveball.
Go on.
It's Victoria Beckham's Out of Your Mind.
Yeah. Posh versus Posh.
Yeah.
I feel like because Rue loves Cher, I feel like it'll be Take Me Home.
Take me home.
Take me home. I know another place to go. Or maybe it'll be one of her covers of... what's that cover? The one that she released during the pandemic that everyone loved?
I don't know.
So many blank looks you've given me this evening. God damn it.
Imagine if we had to do a podcast every day.
Crying at the Discotheque.
Crying
She did a really fun...
Of Alcazar.
Yeah, she did a cover of Alcazar, Crying at the Discotheque.
That's
it was
fun.
really good.
You know I love that song. You know who else loves that song?
My brother.
Your brother. Oh, God.
Shout out to Elliot, loving Alcazar.
If we're at the stage where I know that your brother likes a song from the year 2003 that's very specific, fucking hell. Okay, and that's it. Thank you for listening. As I said, you will get at some point very soon a regular episode of You're Welcome America, and you're going to get episodes of this, a plain, original and best. You're going to get episodes of this, us doing Drag Race UK for the next 8 weeks. Every week you get one. You're welcome.
Yeah, bye.
You are right up my street.
Oh, you can't make me choose.
I go by Toyota. Sponsors T4.
Fuck me, Lee Ryan's 13.
I remember we couldn't remember the word for table.